Here he is, my mucker.
Shut up.
Do you want to help me do some videos today? That's a mean beard.
Quality. Yeah, can do.
Oh, thanks. Cheers. Have you ever wondered what actually the difference is between a stiff shaft and a regular shaft? Today we're going to be finding that out. So I've got the Ping Alta CB driver shafts, both 55 grams, however I've put some black tape over stiff and regular. Now I don't know which one's which out of these. I'm going to hit 5 balls with each, we're going to look at the results and I'm going to see if there is actually a difference between both, if any. I'm a bit dubious, that's why I've come to done this test. So I'm going to be using my Ping G400 low spinning driver set at about 10.5 degrees. Forte Tour Performance S golf balls. 5 shots of each, like I said, and then we're going to go back inside and review the results. This should be interesting. Just as a side note, it's absolutely Baltic out here. It's about -20. Right then, first of all, I've got no idea what this shaft is. We're just going to call this shaft 1. I'm going to hit 5 shots and I'm going to swap. We'll compare results. Right, so that was driver 1, 5 shots done, some interesting shots. What I'm going to do now is swap the shaft over, put the shaft 2 into this head, 5 shots again, and we'll see where we're at. Right then, here we go, shaft 2, 5 shots. Right then, that's both of these tested. Shaft 2 has still got the head in, so when we go inside and do the big reveal, this is shaft 2, the one with my head on. Let's go and have a look what those results say. Could be interesting, this. Right then, we're back inside. Let's have a look at those averages. So, shaft 1, we had 152 mph ball speed, 2500 revs of spin, on average 3 yards off the line, but we did have some left right misses, so they've kind of balanced themselves out over the course of 5 shots. Carry 244, total 270, which is a little bit short. And club head speed average is about 104. Shaft 2, 152 ball speed, exactly the same. Spin 2,900, so it's crept up by only 400 revs. Within my shots though, it's jumped around by way more than 400 revs. It's actually like 1,500 from shot to shot. So when you're going for like a driver fit and anything like that, don't be worried about 400 revs, because your strike will dictate that your spin moves way more than that over the course of these amount of shots that I've hit. 4 yards offline. We did have some left and right misses again, but it's balanced itself out so that we're averaging 4 yards offline. Right, here's where it gets a bit interesting. Carry 255, 11 yards further. Possibly to do with the fact that I was a bit more warmed up, because this was the second batch of shots that I hit, so if I did a truer test, I'd have to do kind of the same again, make sure that as I'm fully warmed up I would repeat the process. But when we look at club head speed, it's 105, it's only 1 mph quicker. So 11 yards more carry. Total distance, 8 yards more total, 278. Peak height, that's quite interesting, 32 yards with shaft 2, 27 yards with shaft 1. So one's definitely a bit lower than shaft 2. Launch angles, we had again a little bit lower in shaft 1, 12.7 compared to 13.9 in shaft 2. And smash factor's the same with both. So strike wise, very similar with both the two. I thought they were quite decent strikes. My man's here to help me do the big reveal. I caught you off guard then, didn't I?
Yeah.
Right, cob that. So shaft 1's not got the head on. Shaft 2 has got the head on. Right, shaft 1. My predictions is I'm going to say that shaft 1 was stiff, shaft 2 were regular. Right, that's what I felt.
Okay.
So you know when you think about feelings when you're testing shafts and stuff.
Yeah.
Pop this down for a sec.
Shaft
1 was stiff. Got it right. Shaft 2 then, just for the fairness.
Were there any difference in distance?
Regular's gone 11 yard further.
Yep. Okay. What about dispersion?
The one with 3 yard offline, one with 4 yard offline.
Oh. What were you
If you don't believe it.
What about swing speed?
Exact same. 1 mph difference between them.
Yeah.
Smash factor exact same. Regular launch higher.
Yeah.
spun a bit more.
Okay.
I went further. So that's shaft 2, just to prove to you, regular. Can you see that?
Yep.
Shaft 1, just to prove to you, that was stiff.
Yep.
So how interesting is that then? I use an extra stiff, but I've just conducted a test 185 balls with each. So it's a fair sample size, isn't it?
Yeah.
I've obviously said that I could do more, but a regular shaft is giving me the best results. That's a madness, isn't it?
Would you buy a regular shaft though?
Do you know what?
Do you know what I always think is?
So what you're saying, softer feel, better it is?
It feels better.
Yeah,
Do you know what I mean? The
definitely.
softer the
I
shaft.
definitely felt that as I was
Yeah, yeah.
testing them.
Yeah, yeah.
Only thing I've had before though is because my bad shot is kind of a right to left turner.
Yeah.
I feel as though as soon as I start to go softer, it accentuates that a
Yeah.
bit more.
Yeah, yeah.
Didn't see that with this though.
Right. Okay.
So I hit a couple of fades, couple of draws.
But what I tell you what, you could maybe notice difference more, and if you're on course,
Yeah.
do you know what I mean? Just in
definitely.
confidence with what you've got in your hands.
Yeah. So if you guys want to see an on-course comparison between stiff shaft and regular shaft, comment below. If this gets to like what 25 likes, something like that,
Yeah.
I'll do an on-course stiff versus regular test.
Yeah.
That will make it interesting. So earlier you just said, would I use regular shaft?
Yeah.
Putting ego aside, which is what I think a lot of golfers need to do, because
Yeah.
this stuff, stiff versus regular, how much do we see it? Ego takes over.
Yeah.
Oh, it's only 10 yards.
100%.
It's only
yeah,
10
yeah.
yards, I'll go
yeah.
with a stiff.
Yeah.
I'm a stiff, aren't I? I swing at 105 mile an hour, that's what category I fit into.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Well, you go for a fitting purposely to get the best results for you.
Yeah.
I'm 4 yards offline and 10 yards further with
Yeah.
regular shaft.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean? What's the moral of the story, Sam? There's a big one for me that's come out of this.
I think there's just too much. Do you know what I mean?
Too much options,
there's too much info.
Yeah?
Do you
yeah.
know? Not too much info, shall I say? Too many options.
I think people definitely misinterpret a lot of the
Misinterpret,
information.
definitely. Yeah, yeah.
Definitely.
To their own game, 100%.
Yeah. The big thing for me...
I'd say 90% of club golfers could play with just like a regular shaft.
Yeah,
And-
definitely.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It'd be good to like have a round where, I don't know, just another good golfer, like a category 1 golfer.
Yeah.
And
See if
like
they notice a difference.
notice the difference with like either a driver or a set of regulars to what they normally use, and if the scores were any different,
Yeah.
if they felt anything different.
Definitely, because we know that more and more so, driving when it comes to like strokes gained and stuff is having a bigger impact on scores than what people think. It's not just they say, oh, it's chipping and putting, it's chipping and putting.
Yeah.
You look at what separates the big guys on tour, your Dustin McIlroy, what
Yeah.
separates them from your Patton Kizzire and your Ches Reavie.
Yeah.
Distance, innit?
Distance, yeah.
So it is having a bigger impact on people's games than what people are thinking.
Yeah.
The big conclusion I've drawn from this, you've got to get fitted.
Yeah, yeah.
You have to get fitted.
Yeah, and trust what you've been fitted for.
Definitely.
Because
yeah.
people then go down rabbit holes. They're like,
Yeah.
well, what about this? What about that?
Yeah.
And I think other moral of the story is, whatever like that, like their ping shafts using a ping head. Them shafts are made for them heads.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
a lot of custom options, but they're for like your 10%
Yeah.
of people really.
Yeah.
So that's what I think.
So I know I've tested these two today.
Yeah.
When I tested the shaft that I've got in mine, I can see 265 carry, 280 total, which is similar to these actually.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So I might have to, in another video, comment below, put this regular against my extra stiff and see what comes out on top.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I'm not like putting my ego aside. If I hit
Yeah.
this regular better, it felt better than
Yeah,
the stiff.
yeah.
I didn't notice a difference because I predicted that shaft 1 was stiff, shaft 2 were regular.
Yeah,
But mate, if that's coming out on top, that's in my bag.
yeah.
And then when people are looking, they'll be like, oh my god, you've got a regular shaft. Swing it
Yeah,
at like
yeah.
110, mate. I
Yeah.
can get up to 110. It's 105 today.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Cool. So if you like this video, like, share, subscribe if you've not done so already. Till next time, thanks for watching. Cheers.